Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm trying to find where the camera is. There it is. Just trying to make sure everything is working. Oh my goodness. Every morning, every day, it's the same nonsense, it seems. Alright, welcome in. I'm Martin Wenzel. Welcome to the stream. Good morning. Hopefully you're having a good morning. We got a little bit of dusting of snow here in Milwaukee, in Wisconsin, where I'm at. But today we're in Guadeloupe. We're at Pointe-à-Pitre, La Raizet Airport, and we're going to be flying to Martinique, Aimé, Césaire International Airport, butchering all the names in Fort-de-France, Martinique. So we're flying France to France because Guadeloupe and Martinique are actually just overseas regions of France. They're co-equal with any region that would be in European France. So basically we're in France right now, but we're flying to slightly different regions of France than you'd be used to. So let's get the plane going. I haven't. If you were watching the stream yesterday, this airport, unfortunately, beautiful freeware airport. Problem is all the parking is isolated, according to GSX Pro. So GSX Pro is not really going to work for us. I'm using Pushback Helper, which is a very lightweight program. I also have a ambitious Pilots Pushback, but that's not working now for some reason, and didn't seem to work as well. I've always had trouble with that one. So we're using Pushback Helper, which I've used before in the past, before GSX Pro. So that's how we got the jetway out, doors open. Unfortunately, some of the stuff like the catering truck and everything is kind of in the way. Nothing really we can do about that, because GSX Pro won't let us do any editing. So we'll do what we can. All right, I'm streaming. Maybe the stream looks a little bit different today. I'm streaming at 30 frames per second to see if that works better for rendering and everything. It's insane how poorly my computer is operating right now. Since I got this new graphics card, it seems like everything runs worse. I don't know if it's Windows 11. I don't know if it's Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's worse than I ever recall it being with my old motherboard, an old CPU, an old graphics card, with my new CPU, new motherboard, but still the old graphics card. This is probably the worst performance I've had. It just seems. It feels that way. It always feels there's something broken and not working. Anyway, enough about the stream. Hopefully it's going up well. I think I got the Gigabyte Dragon monitoring and prioritizing internet flow, so it looks like we're kind of doing well. This is going to be a short flight, only 105 nautical miles. We're in Air France. We're in just a regular livery today, and we're in the Airbus A320 from Flybywire, flight 600. Let's get inside the plane, get things going. Right, I'm not sure why this is all reset. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. Where did SimBrief go? There it is. Or maybe I'm just blind. I'm probably just blind. That's what it was. I was literally in this plane 5 seconds ago doing this, and then it went away. Yeah, see, every time you switch pages, it goes away. What is going on? Yeah, weird. All right, let's... Alright, well, once we're ready to get our everyone on board, we'll do that. What am I trying to do? Okay, we're inside the plane. Hey, Mika. Oh, alright. Glad to have you here. I think things are working okay, as much as they can. So we'll do a quick safety check. Parking brake on, flaps, speed brake retracted, engine ignition is normal, master switch is off. Turn off the integrated lighting just because. Make sure we're in the idle position. Turn these screen brightnesses up so we can see them when we flip on all the lights. Landing gear down, anti-skid on. Same with these, because it's about... We're just doing live time. Real life flight takes off about this time too, so sun is shining bright. I like to just get all my brightnesses on my panels turned up before anything. Here, got the overhead. That way we just know everything's on too. So here you can see battery switch is on. External power on. I don't think I actually connected these. Good out there. Nav 1, 2, and 3. Crew oxygen supply on. Nav logo, wing light, and strobe set to auto. How are you doing this morning, Mika? Not gonna give you the power. It's just, it's amazing how bad the performance is. I didn't really want to do a reinstall Windows 10, but I think I'm going to. I'm getting to the point where it's gotta be. It just cannot be this bad. Barely. At least the stream isn't freaking out like it was before. Rendering wise. Man, it's like, why do I even have the new graphics card? It doesn't seem to really do anything. Doesn't seem smooth at all. Oh well. Like I said, probably one of my worst purchases. At least it does not work with Microsoft Flight Simulator. It didn't really give me the bump that I was hoping for. Basically, I still feel like I'm at the same place I was before with it. Alright, so GSX Pro isn't working at this airport, so we're just going to use a pushback helper for everything. We're going to get the luggage going. And we're going to get the passengers coming on board. And I'll get Pack X on this end running as well. And then fuel, get that on board. I can remember how to move around my plane. Let's get our flight clearance and start setting things up. Passengers are coming on.
AirFRANS 600.
No smoking, emergency lights armed.
With information, Mike.
AirFRANS 600, clear to Aimé Césaire via 81 Foxtrot, departure, runway 12, initial climb 3000, then as filed, squawk 6554.
Cleared to Aimé Césaire via 81 Foxtrot, departure, runway 12, initial climb 3000, then as filed, squawk 6554, AirFRANS 600.
AirFRANS 600, read back correct, report when ready.
Will report when ready, AirFRANS 600.
You can see the cargo thing. Again, not as good as GSX Pro and kind of being weird. Alright, got the upload. Looks good. Tango Foxtrot, Foxtrot Romeo to Tango Foxtrot, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Alternate is just returning right back here. AirFRANS 600, flight number, cost index of 9 right there. Flight level 140 for our cruise. Very short flight. Go to the flight plan, double check everything. We're going to be taking off and headed to Catim, direct to Carex, direct to Foxtrot Oscar Foxtrot, which is the VOR for Fort-de-France. Departure. Click on the airport here, and we are cleared for Catif 1 from runway 12. Catif 1 Foxtrot. No transition, insert that, double check again, it looks good. Oh, no, it doesn't look good. We gotta quit discontinuity. Clear, continuity. And then this one we'll get a little bit later, hopefully before we get to the VOR, of course. No name, no. Good takeoff and landing, thank you. Thank you, welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new here, we're just doing a world tour. Flight 201 at this point, flying to Martinique here in the Caribbean, flying into every country and territory in the world. We're technically in France right now. I mean, Martinique and Guadeloupe are part of France. Hey, Impact Thrust over on Twitch. Thanks for the follow. Just saw that pop up as I was looking on Twitch. Welcome in. Hopefully the chat is working. Let me see if the chat is working. Could be. Alright, we're waiting for the IR alignment, waiting for passengers to get on board as well. Go back into the flight computer. So this we're going to wait for because we're waiting for the passengers to get on. So we're not going to know our zero fuel weight. We couldn't put our block fuel in. 4.4. But what I'm waiting for, I need some of that information. Man, it is just insane how bad the I just lose frames no matter what. I'm trying to pump out 30 frames per second with OBS, and it still crashes with the frame rate. So it doesn't matter if I'm 60 or I'm trying to pump out 60 or if I'm trying to pump out 30. It's always going to go down below whatever I'm trying to pump out. That's insane. Because when I'm trying to pump out 60, it doesn't usually go under 30 frames per second, but now that I'm trying to pump out 30, it will go under 30 frames per second. It's just crazy that it can't push all the frames. That's bad. I don't know what's wrong. My computer sucks. Yep, I'm on YouTube as well.
After you put your carry-on items in the overhead bin and it is full,
wrong with my computer?
To other passengers. Also, be
This
sure
is
that
terrible.
the aisle is clear and sit down so that way other passengers can get by you. If you're seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit responsibilities in the safety provided for you.
I wonder if I just got a bad hard drive. Gotta be the M2 drive, right?
Let the flight attendant know so that way you can be received. Now's the time to get out any last-minute text messages if you need to, but we ask that once we depart from the gate, you put away any laptops or tablets. Thank you, and welcome aboard.
So, my computer feels like straight up trash. Oh, this is terrible. Okay, so I can't even. I turned down OBS because I was hoping that would help, and it actually making it even worse. I'm losing. What is the problem? Yeah, there's some problem. There was a way before that if you would click in, you'd have issues if you would click outside of Microsoft Flight Simulator. It would cause issues. And there was a way to deal with that, and I can't find anything about that now. Like, it's completely gone. All right. Well, let's get our information here as it is. I don't know what it is. I am incredibly disappointed. This is That's frustration right there. I am super frustrated with this computer. This is absolute trash. I don't know how you spend $700. I spent $500 something on the graphics card. I bought a new M2 drive, and my computer runs crappier when flying Flight Simulator now. This is worse. This is. I know you're not supposed to do that on stream, but it's just. It is so freaking frustrating how bad my computer is now. And if it keeps up like this, I'm gonna quit this stream because I can't. I'm done with this. I'm going to rip apart my computer. I'm literally just gonna throw this computer away. This is the worst. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go back and just use this other computer over here. I'm just gonna load. I'll go back with my i5 and I'll have better streams than what I'm running right now. It's terrible. AMD. I mean, I don't know if it's AMD. I don't know what it is, but it has been performing like straight up trash since I got this new graphics. Since I rebuilt everything, it's terrible. I don't know what it is. I can't figure it out, and it's just the worst. This is the worst purchase I've ever made. This is why I'm at the point where I'm getting to the point in my life where I don't want to buy things anymore, and I just want to I just want to get away from technology, because every time I deal with technology, it's just money dumped down the drain and terrible. All right, well, we get our metadata. Hopefully, hopefully my computer will compute. I don't know what the problem is. I can't figure it out. Like, what's wrong with OBS or what's wrong with Flight Simulator? I don't.
This parking is isolated. Ground services are not available.
Oh, what's
French West 31 Delta Mike, wind 90 degrees at 6 knots, clear to land 12.
Why did my computer, or why did my... I don't know what is going on. Oh, okay. Did I run out of... I don't even know. Hopefully this is gonna reset. Turn everything off and try it again. I've never had that happen before. Right, batteries on, external power on. It's saying external power is available, even if there's no power truck actually sitting there. It typically will work. That should pop off eventually. Perfect. Alright, looks like we have... Getting there on the passengers. Got some rain coming in. Pretty cool. I like that smokestack over there. Yeah, in the distance. That's a We Love VFR. Yeah, this is... I don't know, it's like a streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator is becoming like not fun anymore. Like I love flying and I love... But it's just become such a chore and it doesn't want to just work anymore. Very bad. Okay. We'll try not to complain about that too much unless it gets bad again, and like it's either the network not working or my computer not working or both now. It's just so frustrating. I don't have time to like figure it all out. I think I'm getting to the point now where I think I don't know how to use technology very well, and I probably should just buy a computer pre-made, because this could or really you gotta throw all your money at a computer to do Microsoft Flight Simulator streaming without a lot of lagging, because it's 2 generations ahead of where we're at, I think, in a lot of ways, or at least it's optimized so crappily that you need a insane computer. All right, most of the passengers are on board. Kind of speed that up. Actually, I'll start the APU while we're waiting on that. APU starting up. Look at the pump going. Alright, all the passengers are on board, so we'll jump over here. Get our 0 fuel weight, center of gravity. Always seems higher now. I'm not sure if I'm doing it right on my calculator anymore, to be honest. I forget where the center of gravity is supposed to be. Okay, our takeoff weight, 64.3, center of gravity. Typically it was forward. I'm starting to feel like it's standard.
French West 31 Delta Mike, wind 90 degrees at 6
Let's calculate.
knots, clear to land 12.
We actually get the trip headwind as well. Right over here on the flight plan. Gonna be right there. Average WC +5, so we got a tailwind of 5 knots. We also have terrible performance because, you know, Microsoft Flight Simulator is terrible. God, I hate this. It's just not fun. It's not fun when your frame rates are dipping so low. Even despite the fact that you've lowered your performance on the stream to compensate for that. Pretty sad that I built upgrade my computer for worse performance. So I was thinking, well, maybe I'll do 2 streams today. Nope. If we get through this stream, I'm going to take a sledgehammer and smash my computer. Just terrible. This is just straight up crap. Working on trying to figure out how I can stream to my other computer. I have a streaming computer, or my old computer. I've got it set up. Trying to get it to work where we can stream to that and at least take the OBS load, because OBS, something is really sucking the life out of my computer with OBS now that I don't remember when. Before I got honestly, before I got the new graphics card and the new hard drive, the solid state drive, it did not perform as poorly. I don't recall ever thinking about my stream performance that much. Very weird. As you can see, I'm very frustrated about it. Very annoying. The fact that I've lowered my stream trying to pump out 30 frames per second and still struggling. Like, it just seems like there's something broken in OBS at this point that it's doing that, because yeah, I don't know. I can't even explain it. It doesn't make sense to me. All right. Well, we are ready for pushback and startup.
AIRFRANS 600. Request pushback and startup.
AIRFRANS 600. Pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and startup approved. AIRFRANS 600.
Raizet Tower, French West 31 Delta Mike, on final 12. French West 31 Delta Mike, continue approach. Continue approach, French West 31 Delta Mike.
Huh. A whole bunch of my programs crashed too, with like FSU IPC just stopped working in the background when that plane reset. I have no... Man. I'm starting to feel, yeah, I think this afternoon I'm going to be reinstalling Windows 10 onto this system, because Windows 11 is too much of a question mark for me right now, and everything else isn't working very well. It seems like things are deteriorating on my computer at this point, and be that way. That's why the boarding music stopped playing. Alright, so let's do the pushback. Everything is set in here. So, go over. So there was the ambitious pilot toolbar pushback, and we're not going to use that. I know I'm complaining a lot about the performance, but it's like when you spend, you spend about $1,000 upgrading your computer over and it actually feels worse now than it did before you did the upgrades. Something's wrong with that. And it's not how it's supposed to work. Alright, fingers crossed I have the right safety brief loaded up. OBS likes to do crazy stuff too. OBS doesn't work like it used to for me either. It's just everything on this computer. I'm getting the sense that the reason is part of it's got to be Windows 11. See, now you can see his pushback tug is in kind of a weird position. Alright, we're going to runway 12, so we're going to push back. We want the tail over there, so go out that way. We'll get inside, turn off the parking brake. And let's begin the pushback. And we'll get the safety brief going, hopefully.
Madame, Monsieur, bonjour et bienvenue à bord.
Welcome aboard, ladies and gentlemen.
Ce film concerne votre sécurité.
Ignition and starting engine 2.
For your safety and comfort, please take a moment to watch the following safety video.
Chaque fois que ce signal est allumé, nous
We're not
prions
following
d'attacher
the plane
votre
now.
ceinture.
everything in Microsoft Flight Simulator
Whenever the
just
seatbelt
decided to
sign is
reset
on,
for some
please make
weird.
sure your seatbelt is securely fastened.
Nous vous recommandons de la maintenir attachée
Ah ouais.
de façon visible lorsque vous êtes assis à votre siège.
We recommend that you keep your seatbelt fastened and visible at all times while sitting.
Pour détacher votre ceinture, soulevez la partie supérieure de la boucle.
To release the seatbelt, just lift the buckle.
Pendant le roulage, le décollage et l'atterrissage, veuillez redresser votre siège, ranger le
Yeah, I'm
porte-clés,
getting-
la tablette et le repose-jambe. Pensez également
I'm
à
getting
ouvrir le
worse
cache de
frames
voiture
now than
et
I
vous
was
posez
yesterday at this airport.
During
And
taxi, takeoff and landing, please fold away your tray table
it's
and
just
cup holder.
every day
Put your seat in the
performance on my
upright
computer is
position
getting worse,
and
so
retract your leg rest.
something's
Please also raise your window
something is
line
broken at
and
this
enjoy
point.
the view.
Pour votre sécurité, tous
What
les
I need to
bagages,
test,
objets volumineux et
honestly, is I
appareils
need to
électroniques les plus
just
lourds
try to
doivent
stream
être
some
rangés
other
dans les
games.
compartiments. Les accessoires seront placés sous le siège devant vous.
But
à
I know what the
l'exception des
answer is going to be
places
with
dessus,
those.
bien
It's going to
For your
work.
safety,
Those are going to
please
work fine.
store all
Just
the
not as
electronic
impressive.
items and larger electronic devices in the overhead compartments. Accessories can be stored under the seat in front of you, except for the seats at emergency exits, of course.
Les issues de secours sont situées de chaque côté de la cabine. À
Starting
l'avant,
engine one.
au centre, à l'arrière.
Emergency exits are located on each side of the cabin, at the front, in the center, and at the back.
En cas d'évacuation, laissez vos bagages à leur place, suivez les signaux et les marquages lumineux au sol jusqu'à l'issue la plus proche. Les membres de l'équipage portant un insigne rouge sont chargés de votre sécurité.
In case of evacuation, please leave all your belongings behind. Let the signs and floor lighting guide you to the nearest exit. Crew members wearing a red badge are responsible for your safety.
L'emplacement de votre gilet de sauvetage est indiqué sur une étiquette devant vous.
The location of your life jacket is clearly marked by a sign in front of you.
Passez la tête dans l'encolure. Attachez et serrez les sangles.
Place it over your head and pull the straps tightly around your waist.
Une fois à l'extérieur de l'avion, gonflez votre gilet en
Ready
tirant
to
sur
take
la
off. Yep,
poignée
we're
rouge.
finally going to be taxiing
Life
here.
jacket by pulling down on the red handle.
Just on time.
Do this only when you
We're
are
a little bit
outside the
behind.
aircraft.
We're a little bit behind schedule because I didn't get
En cas de
going
dépressurisation,
right away.
un masque à oxygène
Every
tournera
day it seems like there's
automatiquement
something.
devant vous.
If there
So I'm
is a
looking at my
70
stats here on
degree
OBS.
pressure,
It's weird
your
because the
oxygen
average time to
mask
render
will
frame is
automatically
way
go down
lower
in
than it
front.
is when I'm at 60 frames per second trying to push
Prenez
out.
votre masque.
But for some reason, it lags still. It's amazing how bad my computer is at streaming now.
Place it over your
And
nose and mouth.
you'd think it would be the opposite with all the
Masque
upgrades.
ajusté, il vous sera possible d'aider d'autres
well.
personnes.
Make sure your own mask is well adjusted before helping other
Alright, we
passengers.
should be ready to go.
Raizet Tower, AirFRANS
C'est bon,
600.
This is
So
Request
I'm going to turn off light, taxi
Évitez que la
light.
cigarette électronique
If
n'est
you
pas
bleed
autorisée, y compris
off.
dans les toilettes.
It is forbidden to smoke electronic cigarettes, even in the toilets.
Les cigarettes
Taxi to
électroniques doivent
holding
être
point,
conservées sur
runway
vous et
12
leur
via
recharge électrique est
Foxtrot, AirFRANS
interdite.
600.
Electronic cigarettes should be carried with you, and charging them on board is not permitted.
Vos appareils électroniques doivent être réglés en mode avion pendant toute la durée du vol, mais vous pouvez utiliser Wi-Fi et Bluetooth.
All electronic devices must be set to airplane mode for the duration of the flight, but you can continue to use Wi-Fi and Bluetooth.
Les prises de courant ne doivent pas être utilisées durant le roulage, le
Throttle's all out
décollage,
of whack on
l'approche
this
et
plane.
l'atterrissage, ou sur demande de l'équipage.
The electrical sockets must not be used during taxi, takeoff, approach, and landing, or at the request of the crew.
En cas de fumée, de dégagement de chaleur, de chute ou de perte d'un appareil électronique, nous vous demandons de prévenir l'équipage et de ne pas manipuler votre siège.
Should you notice smoke or heat, or if you drop or lose your electronic
Yeah, it's
device,
terrible.
we kindly ask
Now it's like
you to
performing like I'm
call
at a
crew
huge
member
airport or
and not to
something.
move your seat.
Gardez toujours un œil sur vos appareils électroniques pendant leur chargement.
Always keep an eye on electronic devices while they are charging.
Alright, so we got to double back, so we're going to turn on our landing lights, that way everyone can see us on the runway. Strobe light. Basically, if we're taking off, but we're going to be on the runway.
Preparation for takeoff. Please make sure your tray table and cup holder are stored and secure, your leg rest retracted, and that your seat is in the upright position.
Nous vous invitons à consulter la notice de sécurité placée devant vous.
We invite everyone to read the safety information leaflet located in the seat back pocket.
Merci pour votre attention.
Thank you for your attention.
Au nom d'Air France, tout l'équipage vous souhaite un excellent vol.
On behalf of everyone at Air France, we wish you a very pleasant flight.
Well, I hope the stream's looking good on your end. Sometimes having too many stats might be a problem. Like I said, it's like I'm looking at my frame. I got like little things, but I can also feel it kind of being a little jerky compared to. I mean, when I first put this graphics card in my computer, it just seemed to perform a little bit better. I'm feeling frustrated right now. You can see that it's not running as well as it used to. So I think what I'm gonna do is the next project is I'm just gonna return everything to the way it was. And now my network is going. What is going on here? It's like it's just I'm getting to that point. I'm getting to that point, guys, that it's starting to look more and more like just isn't in the cards to do. Okay, we're gonna go all the way down and turn around. There was a little turnaround right there for the blast pad, but we're taking off. We can use it.
Raizet Tower, Greenbird Q11 Romeo, runway vacated with Foxtrot. Greenbird Q11 Romeo, taxi 2, gate 8, via
Someone landed? I
Foxtrot.
didn't even see that.
Taxi 2, gate 8, via Foxtrot. Greenbird
That kind of sucks that we're not
Q11
seeing the planes actually landing for some reason. There's another little thing that's not working right. I should have seen that plane landing. Okay, we are ready for departure.
Raizet Tower, AirFrans 600, runway 12, ready for departure.
Air France 600, wind 90 degrees at 6 knots, runway 12, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 12, cleared for takeoff, AirFrans 600.
Positive rate. Landing gear up. That's beautiful out there. You see the cruise ships? Super awesome. Alright, autopilot engaged. Climb thrust.
Air France 600, contact Martinique, approach 121.0.
Contact Martinique,
Flaps
approach
retracted.
121.0, AirFrans 600. Martinique, approach, AirFrans
I wasn't expecting this little,
KT1 Foxtrot,
rain shower.
departure at 3000.
Air France 600, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 120.
Continue climb, flight level 120, AirFrans 600.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 140.
Climb and maintain. Flight level 140. AirFRANS 600.
Alright, standard pressure. Clear out those landing lights. I don't know what is hanging up on my computer. It's like, I don't know if it's that. Alright, off to our left, that is the island of Galante, which I believe is one of the islands of Guadeloupe.
AirFRANS 600. Expect Foxtrot Oscar Foxtrot ILS Yankee. Approach runway 10. Report when ready for descent.
Alright, so we are at our cruise, and we're already ready for descent. It's a very short flight. What's so frustrating is that I could probably get another flight in here, but I'm kind of at the point where I need to do a lot of troubleshooting. Alright, let's get this in the flight plan. Alright. ILS Yankee approach. Runway 10. No star. I believe we need, yeah. Foxtrot Oscar. Foxtrot. Insert. There we go. Get our destination data quickly. AOC, weather request, send.
Expect Foxtrot Oscar Foxtrot ILS Yankee. Approach runway 10. Report when ready for descent. AirFRANS 600.
Alright, so we go to our performance page for our landing. And put in the QNH, gonna be 1018. Temperature 28 degrees. Nice and warm. Winds 110 degrees at 17 knots. We got a little bit of wind. Transition 10,000 feet. Approach speed 132. Minimum for this approach gonna be minimum is 310 feet. I am not a pilot, just a streaming Microsoft Flight Simulator, but getting incredibly frustrated with the streaming aspect of it and the simulator working aspect of it. My computer is, I don't know what the problem with my computer is. I went from a 6-year-old computer that I had. I had done some upgrades to it, so it was half of it was 6 years old. Like the graphics card was a GTX 1070, and I constantly, whenever I'd have frame rate issues or anything, I was like, well, I can get better performance if I upgrade. And so far, the upgrades have done nothing except for give me headaches and give me buyer's remorse. Because at least with Microsoft Flight Simulator, it's made performance worse having a better graphics card. All right, we're ready for descent. Make sure we.
600. Ready for descent.
Let's see. Once we get the VOR, we need to be at 5,000 feet, so we got a little bit of time. Still about 60 miles out from the VOR. Hi, hey, from Korea, yeah? I can't read Korean. My wife is practicing, you know, she's dabbled with Korean. But I haven't attempted Korean yet. Still brushing up on my Chinese, which should be way better after having lived in China for 8 years, my wife being Chinese, all that, but it isn't. I spend too much time messing with the computer, and increasingly as I get less and less time, because now we're back in America and I have to work more, as I have less time, I get more and more frustrated with my computer. For some reason I just keep going back to it and using myself. Yeah, like right there, it's just, Flight Simulator is just performing really poorly. Like it just kind of, it just froze up there for a good 2-3 seconds. Like I haven't experienced this kind of performance. Like I feel like I'm streaming with my computer, my i5 processor, and my old graphics card. That's what I feel like I'm streaming with, where it's a little, okay, I can, you know, I can do it, but it's not great, or it's gonna have hiccups from time to time. And then I upgraded the PC, the motherboard PC, added some memory last summer, and everything was, it really worked a lot better. But now upgrading the graphics card and stuff has made it worse. Oh. So I think my plan is, I really want to fly the next flight, but it's being kind of simulator's being frustrating right now. It just feels like at any moment it's just the whole thing's just going to crash. My whole computer's going to crash. So I'm kind of, I think we'll just do this one flight. Not in the mood to do the next one. We'll do one flight. Maybe I'll kind of mess around, try to stream some other games. And let's see. The way to read my nickname is to read it as Space Hippo. All right. Well, Space Hippo, welcome in. Hopefully the stream's looking good for you. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to how the stream is performing, and it has been a stressful weekend, and then I've had 2 days off here, yesterday and today, and it's just been stressful streaming. So hopefully it's not always like this. I try to stream as often as I can, flying Flight Simulator most of the time, but I'm getting to the point where at least in the short term, while I'm trying to figure out what's going on with Flight Simulator and streaming, maybe attempting to do some streaming of other games. Hey, thanks for the subscription. Thank you very much. Yeah, and there'll be some other videos. I'm dabbling in doing some like geography videos and stuff, just regular straight up YouTube videos. But yeah, it's just been kind of ridiculous the last 3 or 4 streams, having a ton of network issues. Today's been the worst day for performance issues on my computer side of things. I don't know what changed. Well, I do know one thing that changed. I added a teleport to OBS, but I turned it off right now. And if this is what's going to happen if I have teleport, like I need to figure out a different way to... Because what I want to do, because I have my new computer basically, I built a new computer, and I have all the old parts from my old computer, and so now I have 2 computers. And so I'm working on setting up the old computer as a streaming computer, which should hopefully help with performance. But it seems every step I take on this journey towards doing a streaming computer and a gaming computer, the performance for my gaming computer has gotten progressively worse and worse and worse, to the point where, why did I do any upgrading to that computer at all? But I've noticed better performance, at least initially, and that's what I'm worried about. I'm wondering if I've broken something, because it feels like it's degrading. And I want to test out some of my other games, because when I first put this graphics card in, when I first upgraded Flight Simulator, it was just like, whoa, right? Ran better. Higher settings, smoother, and now it's gone back to kind of just being eh. And so, what's the point of the upgrade? But other games, I've been able to just pump them out, and it's been like, whoa, cool. And then I've had a few situations where it seems to start degrading again. So I'm not sure what the issue is. I'm hoping it's not a heating issue. I haven't noticed it being a heating issue on games where, like, I have a super modded version of Skyrim, and when I first pumped that, I was getting 120 frames per second. So really good performance, but my graphics card was getting super hot. And so I just limited the frame rates. I said, okay, limit to 60 to 75 frames per second, because that's all my monitor can really show anyway. There's no reason to be burning up your graphics card if you're just frames are just going out there for no reason. Obviously, if you can have it run at 120 frames per second and your graphics card's in a good spot heat-wise, well, then run it at that. But there's really no reason to do it if you don't need to. But even with Skyrim, I've noticed a few times I've played where it's just kind of, there's been some lagging and hang-ups, so I don't know what it is. And I wish I had a better track of when a lot of these problems start popping up, because part of it, I think, is as I upgraded because I got the graphics card, and I still only had 32 gigs of RAM, and I upgraded the RAM to 64 gigs of RAM. So that's one change in addition to the graphics card. And then a little bit after that, my 2 terabyte M2 drive from Samsung came in. So I swapped that in, put Windows 10 on, but then I upgraded to Windows 11, and I'm wondering if all those things are causing the issue or not. So I think we're just gonna go with this one flight today. Usually my wife and my baby start getting up about 9, around this time anyway. So it'll also give me time to just kind of, I got other stuff I got to get done, and also bang my head against this computer and see if we can make it run better. Because, I mean, it's, for most people would be happy with the performance that I'm getting, but I was getting mostly this performance before, so I did an upgrade, and I'm running into issues more often, and for not, the trade-off isn't that great. So we're gonna go with this, because usually it used to be you get some really good, I mean, right now it's doing pretty good, but again, we're at cruise. Yeah. Ugh. Like, my neck hurts right now. I'm just tense and confused. I'm very confused by OBS, because I look at my OBS stats and it's telling me it's using, it's using 1% of my CPU. And it's probably using double that, because I'm actually pumping out the stream to 2 places. So, maybe 2 times what it's saying. So 2%, which is not anything. But then I go into Task Manager, and it's really using like 20% of my CPU. So I don't know. But again, if I can offload most of that to another PC, that might help. Even though most people have said it's like there's not much of a performance gain. I would think if you're freeing up 20% of your CPU. Alright, we're going to descend to 7200 and try to figure out this weird, oh yeah, because we're going in. Okay, that was kind of a weird look there, because we're going into the VOR, or we should be going into the VOR. I don't know, what is this path? Because we're going into the VOR, and then coming out, and then going in for the landing. Why? I'm not sure. But it is one way of doing it. We're going into the VOR.
600, proceed direct Foxtrot, Oscar Foxtrot, UN8 1017.
Proceed direct Foxtrot, Oscar Foxtrot, AirFrans 600.
I'm going to put the speed brake on. That way we can get our descent going proper. Plane lately has been taking a while to descend. Radio nav page, going to get the ILS double check the ILS. It's right, 109.9, Foxtrot, 95 degrees. And also put the VOR in, which is 113.3. Is actually where we're headed right now. I don't know exactly where we're headed on this course. Interesting. So it didn't take us all the way into Foxtrot, Oscar Foxtrot.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 234, descended maintain 7,200, UN8 1017.
Turn right to heading 234, descended maintain 7,200, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 257, descended maintain 2,000, UN8 1017.
Turn right to heading 257, descended maintain 2,000, AirFrance 600.
Yeah,
Airspan 600,
these
10
performance
right to heading
hiccups are something
279,
wasn't getting before
1017.
until
Turn right to heading 279,
until
AirFrance
probably
600.
gotta be since I put Windows 11 and switched over to the new hard drive.
10 right to heading 294, UN8
I also put Microsoft Flight Simulator on the M2 hard drive along with Windows. I wonder if that could be causing the issue, and OBS is on the same hard drive. I did that because it's an M2 drive, so you're going to get faster hard drive speeds. I also moved all my add-ons, my mods for Microsoft Flight Simulator to the same hard drive. So everything's on the M2 drive, and I'm wondering, would that be the issue?
Turn right to heading 325, AirFrance 600.
Or is it just that Flight Simulator is just that borked at this point? Yeah, there again, every once in a while I'll just get this
Turn right to heading 340,
frame rate hiccup. It doesn't want to play nice.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 355, UN8 1017.
Turn right to heading 355, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 010, UN8 1017.
Turn right to heading 010, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 024, UN8 1017.
Turn right to heading 024, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 038.
Turn right to heading 038, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 051.
Turn right to heading 051, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 064.
Turn right to heading 064, AirFrance 600.
What is this course we're taking?
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 077.
Turn right to heading 077, AirFrance 600.
Yeah, unfortunately it didn't follow the course, so now we are
Airspan 600,
too high.
10 right to heading 066.
Because we need to be at 2,000 feet,
Turn right to
and
heading 066, AirFrance 600.
this is why you fly all the way into the VOR. I don't know why the plane was like, yeah, we're not going to fly into the VOR.
Turn right to heading
Very strange.
071, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 081.
Turn right to heading 081, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 086.
Turn right to heading 086, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 101.
Turn right to heading 101, AirFrance 600.
Airspan 600, 10 right to heading 111.
Turn right to heading 111, AirFrance 600.
AirFrans 600, turn right to heading 119er.
Turn right to heading 119er. AirFrans 600.
AirFrans 600, turn right to heading 125.
Turn right to heading 125. AirFrans 600.
And now it gets to 2,000 by the time we hit Charlie Foxtrot 10.
00, turn right to heading 130.
Yeah, it was kind of weird the way they want us to
Turn
come
right
in.
to heading 130. AirFrans 600.
See the waves down there?
2,500.
Always nice.
AirFrans 600, turn right to heading 137.
Beautiful.
Turn right to heading 137. AirFrans 600.
AirFrans 600, turn right to heading 143.
Turn right to heading 143. AirFrans 600.
AirFrans 600, turn right to heading 150.
Turn right to heading 150. AirFrans 600.
AirFrans
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I can
turn
even.
right
I'm.
to heading
I don't know if my
150.
eyes are just tricking me or something, but see, I'm even watching this as jagged. Like it's going, it's 30, it's holding at 30 frames per second, but it's like there's like these hiccups in Flight Simulator itself, just the light pattern now.
Turn right to heading 162.
Something is just not running well.
AirFrans 600, clear ILS.
Like I said, it's just
approach
it
at
is
2000,
smoother.
runway 10, report established on localizer.
But and then again, there you go. Now I get a hiccup and it goes, it just drives down into the teens, which you know is something that's more I'm more used to when I was flying. When I was flying with my old graphics card and with my old PC or with my old CPU. When I upgraded the CPU, it got a little bit better. And when I first upgraded the graphics card, it got much smoother. But now it's dipping. It's all over the place. Up, down, up, down. It's not very consistent anymore. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just shut everything else off. I'm going to just try Flight Simulator alone to see how it's performing. And I've been doing that from time to time, and it's, like I said, it feels like it's degrading. It's getting worse and worse and worse as it goes along. You know, I turn off the mods. It actually gets worse when I turn off my mods. It's just so weird. All right, report established. Where are we going? Why this? Where's the plane going? There's the point. I think we're gonna miss the glide slope. Okay, why are we? And alright, continue to descend if you're not going to. Okay, now we've missed the glide slope. Or are we gonna start descending here? Okay, it's still descending. Is it gonna descend? No. No, I missed the glide slope because reasons. What is this plane doing? The autopilot is just out of control. All right, so we're gonna take this in manual, I guess, because doesn't want to go to the point. I mean, it's like, oh, we're going to. It's like it's off the whole time. It's never been going where it needs to go. All right. Now we're below the glide slope. We can actually capture it. Yeah, there we go. Landing gear down. Cabin check. Full flaps.
$1,000.
Yeah, sorry about the frustration today, but I don't know, it just seems... Nothing seems to be secure anymore. Like, there was a while there. I mean, I was streaming and, you know, really, I think the biggest issue now is that the excuse for the stream has moved, maybe, and I'm worried about that. Hey, your aeroplane just in time for the landing here in what is it? Fort-de-France, Martinique. Yeah, I don't know if I don't know if just maybe the excuse for the poor performance has shifted or something, or I'm just paying more attention to it. Alright, I'm just gonna let this auto land because my throttle's kind of in the wrong, working right. Gotta adjust it again here on the fly-by-wire.
200.
Thank you. Well, we're doing auto land, so it's kind of a cheating. Yeah, it's just
100.
It's Flight Simulator is not performing as well as it used to.
50. 40.
So upgraded
30,
things and not
20,
as good.
10. Retard.
Where is it going?
Retard.
Where is it going?
Retard. Retard.
AirFrans 600, when vacated, contact ground 121.9er.
When
Ugh.
vacated, contact
Man,
ground
frame rate.
121.9.
Frame rate, hello.
AirFrans 600.
Alright, we're gonna go in at the next one, which is gonna be Bravo. Yeah, so you can tell the frame rate is just not there, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, to be honest. With 001. He's kind of a weird guy. But, you know, he knows what works. Oh my goodness. Yeah, my performance in Microsoft Flight Simulator, the actual, my computer running it is getting worse and worse. I upgraded it, I upgraded my computer and it's now worse than ever before. Oh, this is like the worst. That's why I'm only gonna do this one flight today, because I need to basically blow my computer up again and see what the problem is.
Martinique ground, AirFrans 600. Runway vacated.
AirFrans 600.
My strobe light off.
Parking 12.
Taxi to parking 12. AirFrans 600.
1, 2. Yeah, see, my throttle's all out of whack, so that when I just move it a little bit, it shoots it up to about 80%. Okay, don't need that much throttle. What are we doing? There we go. Why is it just turning? Got Air Caribbe's here. Let's see if GSX Pro is going to work at this airport. That'd be nice. Come on. Another beautiful freeware. Perfect. Alright, it told us parking 12, so we're probably just going to go to a ramp. Gotta follow me. There it is. Alright, while we're sitting here, get the APU going. Yeah, sorry about the performance of the sim. Like I said, my computer, I did a computer upgrade, and basically ever since I did the computer upgrade, it feels like Microsoft Flight Simulator is performing on a daily, as we progress through the days, it gets worse and worse and worse. So I think the project today is I'm going to put Windows 10 back on this computer and see if that helps, and that'll probably clean up some things, some stupid things I did to try to make performance better, because nothing seems to be making it better. Everything I do seems to be making it worse. Right, where? We're parking over there. We'll park at a gate. Can I change it? Park at a gate. We're just sitting here looking derpy on the change parking facility. Let's go gate 5. Not really a gate though. There's no gate over there. Come on. Gate 5. There we go. That's the gate I want to go to. Alright, so we're going to change parking facility to gate 17. No, don't need to follow me. It should load up GSX at the gate. It's got the little measurement thing. Okay, parking brake set. APU available, so we'll hit the lead. Internal power, I never turned it off, so that's actually on now. And turn off the lights. And bring down the engines. Kind of weird. I've never had the GSX menu actually open up on its own too often. Alright, request deboarding.
Boarding requested.
Perfect.
Passing brake deboarding started.
Seatbelt signs off. Beacon light off. Internal power on, so we'll turn off the fuel pumps come off. There go your passengers. That works. Sometimes it doesn't want to work. Alright, we're going to check out Valanta and do our flight. Let's bring that up right over here for you guys. There it is. Do the flight. Not too long. Kind of a weird, I don't know what's going on there. Flight computer did what it wanted to do. Landing rate 152 feet per minute. That was the auto land though, so don't give me too much credit. Landing speed 110 seems a little slow. Anyway. And we got 167 passengers. They're unloading right now. Cargo coming off over here. Let's see. What else can we get going? Alright, take a look at the world tour map. See everywhere we've been so far on this world tour, flying into every country and territory that is available to fly to in Valanta and on this map. And technically we are still in France. Guadeloupe and both Guadeloupe and Martinique are part of France proper. But we have a little bit of separate area because it's in the Caribbean and is kind of separate from mainland European France. So there it is, Martinique. That's one of the flags from Martinique. Obviously, there is another one that kind of has like little snakes. It's like blue, and it's got a cross and snakes in each of the quadrants. So some of these territories have multiple flags. Next flight, we're going to be flying from Martinique down to French Guiana, and then the next flight after that will be French Guiana back to Martinique. So we're just kind of have a nice long flight down, nice long flight back, about 2 hours for each of those flights. So next stream, we'll be flying from Martinique down to French Guiana, and then the day after, the next time we're have the stream after that will be French Guiana back up to Martinique. I'm only going to do this one today because, again, like I said, I'm probably just going to do some troubleshooting today. I'm getting to the point where the performance of Flight Simulator lately is very irritating. I'm trying to figure out what it is. Is it because it performs, to be honest, right now I got OBS running, I have Volanta running, I have Navigraphs running, I have PAC-X running, I have FS HUD ATC and FSLTL running, I have Bene overlay for my overlays, the flight information running, I got FSU IPC. I got a lot of stuff running in the background. So yeah, that's going to take some resources. But even when I don't have all those resources running and pulling things, Flight Simulator performs just as poorly as it did on this flight, with nothing else running, no OBS on, none of the background programs on, just me in a Flybywire A320nX, or in the PMDG, or in the CRJ, or in the Cessna. The Cessna runs a little bit better because there's not as many systems, I think, so it's a little lighter on the CPU load. And typically I fly the Cessna, VFR in the middle of nowhere, and so I can then max out my frame rate up to 60 frames, and it looks freaking awesome. Something that I couldn't do before, so I do know there is a performance upgrade, but for some reason there's a big downgrade with the bigger planes and the bigger airports and stuff. It's just they're not showing up, and this stream I noticed it way more than before. So definitely something to try to figure out. I just got to play around with it, see if things are working. I'm really planning on going back to Windows 10, just because Windows 10 also just works better for my setup. And then trying to figure out how to get the streaming computer working, and hopefully that will also help with performance, because Flight Simulator is just so CPU heavy. So if you have Flight Simulator and you're looking to upgrade, you want to upgrade your performance, buy a new CPU. Upgrade the CPU. Do not upgrade your graphics card. Because whatever graphics card you have, unless you have a potato, I mean, if you have a 10 series graphics card, I had a 1070. You can play on high settings and get a pretty decent frame rate with just upgrading your CPU. Upgrading your CPU to a i7 something, or a Ryzen 7 AMD, which is what I upgraded to. So if you are looking to upgrade, go for the CPU first. If you're really serious about Microsoft Flight Simulator, you really want to do get the crazy, get some really great frame rates, get an i9, get the overkill CPU that everyone says, oh, you don't need this for gaming. You do need it for Microsoft Flight Simulator. Microsoft Flight Simulator is very, very CPU intensive. So while a lot of games, like getting a 3080 or a 4090 graphics card is overkill and is going to make you future-proof for a lot of games for a while, Microsoft Flight Simulator, getting a 4090, but pairing it up, or I have the graphics card I have the 6800 XT AMD, pairs up very well, supposedly, with the CPU I have, the Ryzen 7 5800. Probably better if I had the 5800 3D or whatever. But these two go together. They're meant to go together. Microsoft Flight Simulator, so far, no. The graphics card is good enough, but the CPU now is the bottleneck, and for some reason it's causing more of a bottleneck than you'd rather have the graphics card be the bottleneck with Microsoft Flight Simulator, I think. It seems to be that way, especially especially if you want to stream or record. So that's my advice. All right, well, the plane is deboarded and everything. Pack X has finished up. I'm going to end that. Everyone's very satisfied with the flight. Wish they would have gotten some drinks, but it was a very short flight. What do we have for flight time? Flight time was 30 minutes. Crazy, the block time was 1 hour and 30 minutes. Well, I'm gonna be signing off here, and I'm not on multiplayer, but I would recommend searching, going on flightsim.to, Nico, and downloading. This is a freeware upgrade to this airport in what is it? A Tango Foxtrot TFFF in Martinique. Go on flightsim.to. Just go to the scenery map. There are a lot of great airport projects, scenery upgrades for a lot of Caribbean airports. Free ones. There's a lot of payware ones too, but I think the free ones look almost as good. So I'm signing off because I'm having I'm frustrated with my Sims performance right now, and there's a lot of things I want to try, kind of roll back a lot of changes I made and see if that helps. And if it doesn't, then, well, but getting about that time, 9 o'clock in the morning, and that's when everyone starts stirring in the house here on my day off. So thanks for stopping in, Nico, Aeroplane, all you. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, I stream at least twice a week, morning around this time, and continuing to do this world tour. Gonna struggle through network issues and rendering issues and gameplay issues, but yeah, today I was a little bit frustrated, so I'm not gonna try to put another flight in. But yeah, next flight will be flying from here in Martinique down to French Guiana on the north South American coast, and then we'll be flying back to Martinique here. So we'll actually be revisiting this airport, and maybe we'll fly at a different time to get some good sunset or sunrise. So hope to see you guys all then. Give me just a second here. And I'm not sure. Yeah, I'll see you then. I'm not sure when that will be. Could be this weekend, could be Saturday, could be sometime again during the week next week, could be Sunday in the afternoon. We'll see. Keep an eye out. So subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit that like button, hit the little bell. If you're on Twitch, same thing, hit the follow, and keep an eye out for notifications when I'm coming on. And let's see. Join the Discord. Join the Discord. I'll also update you guys if I get on there and get it to work when I'm streaming next. Because right now, not sure. It's up in the air. I don't know when my next day off is, but it could be this weekend. It'll probably be sometime next week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, somewhere in there. Nico, I'm coming in when you are online and streaming next time. Yeah, maybe I'll get online and then you guys could fly with me if you want. That'd be pretty fun. Yeah, definitely. And we'll see. I mean, if performance is still an issue, Microsoft Flight Simulator, maybe we'll do some VFR flying. The VFR, I've noticed VFR flying tends to be a little bit better depending on where I'm flying. Obviously, for flying in a super busy area, it'll probably, but you know, maybe there'll just be something to do to relax and get away from the hectic big airports and trying to get all these airliners to work as well, because like I said, I've been having some performance issues. So hope to see you then. Like I said, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit the follow on Twitch. Hit the bell. Pay attention, because when I'll make sure to get that stream scheduled once I know when I can fly, and it'll let you know. And hope to see you all here for the takeoff and the landing and the whole way. And hope to have conversations about whatever you guys want to talk about. Especially next flight. We're going to have 2 hours, so we'll have a good cruise and be able to chat about whatever you want to talk about. All right. So let's get the music going. And all right, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, if you're not on Twitch, if you're on YouTube, but if you're also on Twitch or you're watching on Twitch, I'm just talking to people who are watching on both. If you, yeah, get in the Discord and pay attention to your YouTube alerts for when I'm going live, or if I have a video up. And any support is awesome. There are some donating things. I think the best one would probably be Stream Elements. If you want to send a little cash my way, that helps with just being able to stream and do upgrades or whatever I need to do. Totally up to you. But thanks for the support. Thanks for stopping in. And until next time, happy flying and take care. Video's over here. I should look over here. I need to move my camera and put it in a better place. But hey, thanks for showing up. Thanks for dealing with my frustration, and I will see you next time.